Hello, my friends. My name is Tom, and welcome back to King English Podcast. I am so happy that you are here with me today. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt nervous when you wanted to speak English, but the words just did not come out? Maybe you have dreamed of speaking English confidently, just like you speak your own language. If that sounds like you, then you are in exactly the right place. This is not just another English lesson. This is your own space, a friendly and relaxed place where you can practice English with me every day. For the next hour, we are going to enjoy a long, calm, and useful conversation. It will be just like two friends catching up. You do not need to worry about mistakes, about having a perfect accent, or about speaking very fast. None of that matters here. The only thing that matters is that you listen carefully, speak out loud when you can, and enjoy every step of your English learning journey. So, take a deep breath. Grab something you enjoy drinking. Maybe a warm cup of tea, a glass of cold water, or your morning coffee. Find a place where you feel comfortable. You can sit, lie down, or even walk around. This is your time to practice English without stress. I will speak clearly and at a slow pace so you can catch every word. You can repeat after me anytime you like, or you can just listen. I will ask you questions, and I really want you to answer out loud. Talking to yourself in English is one of the most effective ways to improve. Many people forget how powerful this technique is. Are you ready to take your English to the next level? Let's get started. Let's talk about daily routines. I will share mine first, and then you can share yours. In the morning, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and drink a glass of warm water. Then, I prepare breakfast. Most days, I eat eggs, toast, and a cup of tea. After breakfast, I get ready for work. My work starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. I teach English classes, and I also spend time creating content, just like the video you are listening to now. In the afternoon, I have lunch around 1 o'clock. My lunch often includes rice, different vegetables, and sometimes chicken. After lunch, I take a short break to rest. Then, I continue working. In the evening, I like to go for a walk or do light exercise. I have dinner at 8 o'clock. After dinner, I relax by reading a book or watching a movie. I usually go to bed around 10:30. Now, it is your turn. Tell me about your daily routine. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? When do you start work or school? What do you like to do in the evening? Try saying all of this in English. If you want, you can copy my sentences and just change the details to fit your life. For example, you can say, I wake up at 6:30. In the morning, I brush my teeth and take a shower. For breakfast, I eat bread and butter with a cup of coffee. I start my work at 8 o'clock. I have lunch at 12:30 in the afternoon. In the evening, I watch TV or go for a walk. I have dinner at 7:30 and go to bed at 10. Oh, single quote. Clock. Say it out loud. Now. Excellent. Talking about your routine is a great way to practice common vocabulary and sentence structures. Now, let's move on to simple conversations you might have in daily life. Imagine meeting someone for the first time. You could start with hello, how are you? Or hi, nice to meet you. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. And you? Nice to meet you. What's your name? My name is Elena. Where are you from? I am from Canada. How about you? Where do you live? I live in a small town near the mountains. It is a beautiful place with many trees and fresh air. Now you can answer those questions about yourself. Say them out loud. Next, imagine you are in a cafe and want to order something. I will be the customer and you will be the waiter. I start. Good afternoon. Could I see the menu, please? You reply. Yes, here is the menu. Then I say, thank you. I would like a cup of coffee and a piece of chocolate cake, please. You reply. Certainly. Would you like anything else? I say, no, thank you. That is all. You say, all right, your order will be ready in a few minutes. Good job. These role-play conversations help you practice the type of English you can use every day. You can try them alone or with a friend. Now, let's try shopping for clothes. I say, excuse me, how much is this shirt? The shopkeeper replies, it is $20. I say, may I try it on? The shopkeeper says, of course, the fitting room is over there. Next, let's practice asking for directions. Imagine you are in a new city and you want to find the bus station. You can ask, excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? The person might reply, sure, go straight, then turn left. It is next to the bank. You say, thank you very much. Repeat after me. Excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? Sure, go straight, then turn left. It is next to the bank. Thank you very much. Let's talk about hobbies, I might ask. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? You could answer, I enjoy playing football. Then I ask, how often do you do it? You say, I play every weekend. Or, I play in my free time. Then I say, that sounds great. I also enjoy reading books and listening to music. Now, you try saying the whole conversation with your own hobbies. Let's practice asking for help. Sometimes you might be in a situation where you need assistance. You can say, excuse me, can you help me? Or, could you please show me how to get to the train station? Someone might reply, yes, of course. Let's have a quick, small talk practice. I say, hello, how are you today? You answer, I am good. I say, it is a beautiful day, isn't it? You reply, yes, it is. I say, are you from around here? You reply, yes, I live nearby. Or, no, I am just visiting. Now, let's talk about travel. Many people love discussing this topic. I will tell you about my favorite place to visit. I really love going to the beach. I feel so relaxed when I hear the waves and feel the sand under my feet. Let's practice some simple sentences with common verbs. Repeat after me. I eat breakfast at 7 o'clock. I drink tea every morning. I go to work at 9 o'clock. I watch TV in the evening. I read a book before bed. I listen to music when I cook. I like to walk in the park. I cook dinner for my family. I study English every day. I sleep at 10 o'clock. Now, make your own sentences using these verbs. Eat, drink, go, watch, read, listen, like, cook, study, sleep. Now, let's talk about the weather. I will describe the weather where I am, and then you can describe the weather where you are. Today, it is sunny, and the sky is clear. Sometimes in winter, it gets very cold, and the mountains are covered with snow now. Look outside your window and describe your weather. You could say, it's sunny here. It's a little cloudy. It's very hot today. It's raining. It's cool and windy. Whatever the weather is, try to say it in English. Let's have a short conversation about the weather. I will be Alina, and you will be my friend. I say, hello, how are you today? You say, I am good. I say, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? You say, yes, it is. Now let's talk about food and drinks. Repeat after me. I like eating chocolate cake. I like drinking cold coffee. I eat fresh fruit every morning. Keep going and make your own sentences about what you like to eat and drink. The more you speak, the better you will remember. Let's practice ordering food at a restaurant. I will be the server and you will be the customer. I say, good evening. Welcome to our restaurant. May I take your order, please? You reply, yes, I would like a chicken sandwich and a glass of orange juice, please. Then I say, certainly. Anything else? You say, no, that's all. I reply, your order will be ready shortly. Now let's talk about family. I will tell you about mine first. I have 4 people in my family: my father, my mother, my sister, and me. My father is a businessman. My mother is a homemaker. I have a younger sister, and we all live together in one house. Now let's practice a family conversation. I say, how many people are there in your family? You answer, I say, "What does your father do for a living?" You answer. I say, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?" You answer. Repeat this conversation until you can say it easily. Next, let's talk about shopping. Repeat after me. I shop for groceries at the local market. I buy vegetables from the market. I shop for clothes during sales. I enjoy shopping for gifts. Let's role-play a shopping conversation. I say, "Where do you usually go shopping?" You answer. I say, "What do you usually buy?" You answer. I say, "Do you enjoy online shopping?" You answer. Yes, I do. Or, no, I prefer visiting physical stores. Now let's go back to daily routines, but this time we will add more details. I say, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and drink a cup of tea. Then I take a shower and get ready for the day. I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. After breakfast, I start work. I work for a few hours, then have lunch at 1 o'clock. In the evening, I go for a walk in the park. I have dinner at 8 o'clock, then relax before going to bed at 10 o'clock. Now you tell me your daily routine with as many details as possible. Let's talk about health. Repeat after me. I feel tired. I have a headache. I feel cold. I am not feeling well. I might need to see a doctor. I drink plenty of water to stay healthy. I go for a walk every morning. Let's role-play a doctor's visit. The doctor asks, "What seems to be the problem?" You answer, "I have a fever." The doctor asks, "How long have you had it?" You say, "For 2 days." The doctor says, "All right, I will prescribe some medicine." Next, let's talk about holidays. Repeat after me. My favorite holiday is Christmas. I enjoy celebrating Eid. I love going to the beach during holidays. I visit my grandparents on holidays. I travel to new cities during holidays. Let's have a holiday conversation. I say, "Which holiday do you enjoy the most?" You answer. I say, "What do you usually do during that holiday?" You answer. Now, let's practice likes and dislikes. Repeat after me. I like eating spicy food. I love listening to music. I don't like driving in heavy traffic. I like playing games. I dislike crowded places. Let's make it into a conversation. I say, "What do you like to do in your free time?" You answer. I say, "Is there anything you don't enjoy doing?" You answer. I say, "Why don't you like it?" You answer. Now, let's practice giving and asking for directions. Repeat after me. Go straight ahead. Turn left. Turn right. It's near the park. It's next to the bank. It's opposite the school. It's behind the restaurant. It's in front of the cinema. Imagine someone asks you, "Excuse me, where is the library?" You say, "Go straight and turn left. The library is next to the park." Let's practice talking about seasons. I say, "Which season do you like the most?" You answer. I say, "Why do you like it?" You answer. I say, "What activities do you enjoy in that season?" You answer. Now let's talk about jobs and professions. Here are some examples: doctor, teacher, engineer, nurse, artist, chef, writer. Repeat after me. I am a teacher. My brother is an engineer. My friend is a chef. Let's practice talking about days of the week. Repeat after me. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I have a meeting on Wednesday. I go to the park on Thursday. Friday is the last working day of the week. I watch movies on Saturday. Sunday is my day off. Now, let's role play. I say, "What day is it today?" You answer. I say, "What do you usually do on weekends?" You answer. I say, "Which is your favorite day of the week?" You answer. Let's talk about colors. Repeat after me. My favorite color is blue. I enjoy wearing black clothes. The flower is red. The sky is blue. You answer. I say, "Why do you like it?" You answer. Now let's talk about festivals. Repeat after me. I celebrate Christmas with my family. We decorate a tree and exchange gifts. On Eid, I wear new clothes and visit relatives. On Diwali, we light lamps and enjoy fireworks. On New Year's Eve, I stay up until midnight and make resolutions. Now, it's your turn. Tell me about a festival you celebrate. Now let's talk about travel. I will tell you about one of my favorite trips. Last summer, I went to the beach with my friends. The weather was warm and the ocean was calm. We swam, played games on the sand, and enjoyed delicious seafood. The evening, we walked along the shore and watched the sunset. It was a truly relaxing and unforgettable trip. Now, it's your turn. Tell me about a place you have visited. You could say, "I went to the mountains last winter." I visited my grandparents in the countryside. I traveled to another city for a wedding. I stayed in a hotel for 3 nights. Let's have a travel conversation. I say, "Have you traveled recently?" You answer. I say, "Where did you go?" You answer. I say, "How did you travel there?" You answer. I say, "What did you enjoy the most about the trip?" You answer. Now, let's talk about describing people. Repeat after me. I have short black hair. I have brown eyes. I am wearing a blue shirt. My friend has long curly hair. She is wearing a green dress. He is tall and has glasses. Speaking about people helps you expand your vocabulary. Try describing yourself right now. Mention your hair color, eye color, clothes, and anything else you want to share. Let's practice daily. Habits and routines, again, with a focus on small details. Repeat after me. I drink a glass of water when I wake up. I check my emails in the morning. I take a short break after lunch. I read before bed. Now you create your own sentences about your habits. Next, let's talk about feelings and emotions. Repeat after me. I am happy. I feel sad. I am excited. I am nervous. I am tired. I feel bored. I am hungry. I am thirsty. Now let's use them. In sentences, I am happy because I passed my exam. He is excited about his holiday. Now let's practice likes and dislikes again with reasons. I say, what do you like to do in your free time? You answer. I say, is there anything you don't enjoy doing? You answer. I say, why don't you like it? You answer. Try giving more detailed answers each time you repeat this conversation. Let's practice telling and asking for the time. Repeat after me. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:30. I wake up at 7, 8 m. I have lunch at 1 p.m. I go to bed at 10 p.m. LET's role play. I say, what time do you usually wake up? You answer. I say, what time do you usually have dinner? You answer. Now let's talk about festivals again with more details. I say, how do you celebrate your favorite festival? You answer. I say, who do you usually spend it with? You answer. I say, what special activities do you do during the festival? You answer. Let's talk about making plans. Repeat after me. Let's meet at the park. Let's have dinner together. I will visit you tomorrow. Can we meet on Saturday? I am busy today, but free on Sunday. Now, let's role play making plans. I say, would you like to have lunch tomorrow? You answer. I say, what time should we meet? You answer. I say, where shall we go? You answer. Let's practice a phone conversation. Repeat after me. Hello, may I speak with John? Hi, this is Sarah. How are you? I'm calling about our meeting. Can I call you back later? Thank you for your call. Goodbye. Let's role play. Say, hello, is this Anna? You answer, yes, speaking. I say, hi, this is Tom. How are you? You answer. I say, I wanted to check if we are still meeting tomorrow. You answer, now, let's talk about the weather again for small talk practice. Repeat after me. It's sunny today. It's raining outside. It's cold and windy. It's very hot. It's cloudy, I say. What's the weather like today? You answer, I say. Do you like this kind of weather? You answer. Let's move to describing past trips again. I say. Last year, I visited a beautiful lake. The water was clear and the air was fresh. I took many photos and had a picnic with my family. Now you describe one of your trips. Let's talk about personal appearance. Repeat after me. I have straight hair. I am wearing a red shirt and jeans. I have brown eyes. My friend is tall. She has a lovely smile. Now, let's talk about hobbies one more time for fluency. Repeat after me. I enjoy painting. I like playing badminton. I watch TV shows in the evening. I go jogging in the morning. Let's role play. I say, what hobbies do you have? You answer. I say, how often do you do them? You answer. I say, do you do them alone or with friends? You answer. Now, let's practice vocabulary for transportation. Repeat after me. I travel by bus. I travel by train. I travel by car. I travel by plane. I travel by bicycle. I say, how do you usually travel to work or school? You answer. I say, have you ever traveled by plane? You answer. Let's talk about sports. Repeat after me. I like playing football. I enjoy swimming. I watch basketball games. I run in the park. I play tennis with my friends. Let's role play. I say, what sports do you play? You answer. I say, who do you play with? You answer. Now, let's talk about food preferences. Repeat after me. I like eating pasta. I enjoy trying new recipes. I eat vegetables every day. I drink milk in the morning. I avoid junk food. Let's role play ordering food again. I say, I would like a sandwich, please. You answer as the server. Then I say, could I also have a cup of tea? You answer. Finally, let's wrap up our practice for today. We covered daily routines, shopping, family, weather, food, holidays, likes and dislikes, directions, seasons, jobs, days of the week, colors, festivals, travel, describing people, feelings, telling time, making plans, and much more. You have done an amazing job today. The key is to keep practicing every day. Even 10 minutes daily will help you improve your English speaking skills. I'm proud of your progress, and I hope you feel more confident now. Thank you for joining me for this long English practice session. Please remember to like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more daily English conversations, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. I'll see you in the next session. Keep speaking, keep learning, and have a wonderful day.